Hi everybody, my name is Alan Simon, and I've been posting a bunch of videos and a bunch of music on my YouTube channel, as you guys know, and on Facebook. Try to get my music out there, of course. You know, anybody who has any kind of creative mind or whatever that plays music, we want to try to get our point out there and try to do something with it. I'd like to take a few minutes to not actually play in this video, but talk a little bit about what's really important. And we, as musicians and as people, we're so quick to criticize others about how they play or the way they play, or they're not playing that right, when really the bottom line about music is it's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have fun with it. No matter if you're into Jeff Beck or if you're into classical music, whatever you're planning on doing, you should have fun doing it. And I think these days alone, we're so mesmerized by the technical aspects of playing that we're kind of gotten away of what music was about in the beginning. It was supposed to be something that was entertaining and fun, and it gave you a feeling. And now it's become all so much machine generated that it's almost like it's not like it's not like it's not like it's lost its feeling. You know, it's lost its feeling, it's lost its soul, it's lost a lot of different things. So I think you have to try to sit back and realize, what is it you want to achieve with music? What are your goals? What are your desires? Where do you think you want to go with it? And I think that's what separates the the kind of the musician who just noodles around with the guitar and whatever, and then the other ones who are serious and passionate, who actually study it, and actually study it to the T, where they meticulously do something over and over again until it becomes second nature. Because that's how we learn as people, is by reputation. Now, in the past, I didn't always particularly learn a certain way of playing by taking lessons or reading books. I just kind of watched what other people did and just had to happen to have a really good ear. And once I would see what people do and I'd have an ear, I could almost instantly, since I started playing guitar, uh, do things that most people would have a hard time doing, because you know they don't might not have the mindset to come across it. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at is, we should, instead of being so critical on how people play or how people interpret certain pieces of music, we should just say, hey, that's good, and just walk away and let the person do it, so that way they can have fun with it. Because that's what's missing with music nowadays, is it's not fun anymore. It's if you're in the pop stuff, it's very corporate corporate generated. It's very um almost like it's fabricated, where everything sounds the same, nothing different, no originality, nothing. Even though pretty much a lot of what's been done with music has been done before. It's proven. It's proven. Almost every note that's ever been played has been played before by somebody else. It's just, I guess you have to kind of take and think to yourself, Well, if I want to sound a certain way, what am I going to do to stand out? And my thing was, it's all in the details. When you go and record stuff in a studio atmosphere, it's all the little details that I think that are really more important than just the technical aspects of your playing. Like, it could be as something as simple as you hear a certain melody in your head and you have to layer it over other melodies because you can hear it and you know where you can fit it. And today, with technology being where it's at, I got this great app that's on my phone, which I'm shooting this video from, that allows me to record 30-second clips of your playing, and you can take these riffs and store them into the program, and you can, after you're done storing them in the program, you can take and tap these you can take what's called a loop and take a button and pull it down and put it into a grid. And then you line up all the instruments you want in grid 1, grid 2, grid 3, grid 4, or whatever. And you just hit record, and as you go along, all you got to do is, depending upon what you want in certain areas, you can put, oh, I want grid 1 in section A, or I want grid 2 be section B, because that'll be the chorus. And then I want grid 3 to be the pre-verse. And then back to grid 1 for your verses. Or if you want to change it up and do something a little bit different than verse 2, maybe you'll go with a grid 4 or grid 5. And you do this and you're able to layer things and put things in there. But my point is, it's not always about the technical aspects of playing. It's about the little details, like something as simple as maybe a wah effect on your guitar, or something as simple as doing a tap harmonic on the neck of your guitar and using the whammy bar to pull up after you do that to get a weird sort of pulling up, where you pull up on the whammy bar and it gives it, like, you raise the note up so many octaves that it kind of distorts the melody to where it's got a weird texture to it. So I end up putting that into one of my songs, and I end up putting a lot of different riffs over top of other more modern sounding, pop music, and just putting my little personal touches with the modernization